welcome to Mrs. Pilcher's Bookshelf. I hope that this finds you well and that you're having a wonderful day. Do you remember our book from last time? The book was The Snowy Nap by Jan Bret. Now you may be familiar with Jan Bret. She's written The Mitten and The Hat. And this is another one of her books called The Snowy Nap. And as you can see, it's the story about a hedgehog. And he wants to experience winter. Young Hedgie sniffed the chilly wind. Snow is on the way, he thought. I'll just take a last rumble around the farm. He did not want to miss a moment. Fun part of Jan Bret's books is they always have a little picture off to the side that tells what's coming on the next page. So in this case, we can see that the chickens are next. He could barely keep his eyes open as he walked. The hens noticed at once. Time for Betty Bye, they cackled. It won't be long before you have to hibernate, and our coop will be bedazzled by icicles. And then we can see that the geese are next. In a sleepy daze, Hedgie trundled past the pond. The geese honked, "Goodbye until spring." We'll think of you as we slip and slide across the pond ice. It's already starting to freeze. And on we go. He meets all these different animals on the farm, and they tell him what he's going to miss while he's hibernating. And he doesn't want to miss it, so he decides he's going to stay up. Before Hedgie could yawn again, he decided to turn around and stay up for the winter. The night grew frosty cold. Must stay awake, must stay awake, must stay awake to see winter. Hedgie shivered and his eyes closed. Here he is. From the farmhouse window, Lisa saw a still shape outside in the cold. Poor little hedgehog is frozen stiff. She bundled him up and brought him inside. And this is where he gets to see winter from the inside. Because the next morning he wakes up, and to Hedgie's delight, the next morning he saw the world outside shimmering with snow. The old chicken coop sparkled like a palace. And so he gets to experience some winter. But can he stay awake the whole winter? No, not quite. Hedgie slept later every day. One day he awoke to see flowers of frost decorating his window. The trees looked like lace against the sky. I have truly seen winter, was Hedgie's last thought as he nodded back to sleep. He was not made to stay awake, was he? And so Lisa knew it was time. Leaving the door ajar, she cradled the little hedgehog. You belong in the wild, she whispered in his ear as she carried him through the drifts. She crouched by his burrow and nestled him inside. Sweet dreams, little adventure, she said. But then, because she left the door ajar, the other animals decide that maybe they should be inside. And she walks in and finds all these animals in there. But she says, out, out, out. Skedaddle, she laughed. Don't you know where you live? Lisa was shooing the last mouse from the house as Hedgie, snug in his burrow, fell into a deep sleep. He was dreaming about icicles and snowmen, snowflakes, and pond ice. It was a long, snowy nap. So, just a fun story with lots of great illustrations, lots of different animals in the story. And I love the fact that it's kind of a Nordic setting. So, great book. Pick it up at your local library, bookstore, through Amazon. Great one to add to your collection. Now, our story this time is another snow book. This one is a Caldecott Medal winner. And the illustrations in this book are very simple but very bright. lots of fun. And it's about a little boy and snow. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled high, very high, along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, 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 his feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like that. And it goes on about all the fun that he has in the snow. And then he decides that he'd like to take some snow home with him. So he makes a snowball and puts it in his pocket. Do you think it made it home? And then he dreams about snow. Another great, great book. Simple illustrations, but very colorful. Great little story to add to your collection, especially if you have some snow books about snow. So I hope you have fun guessing what this book is. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk with you another time.